Hi Floss2, welcome back to my channel, Stitching with the Dachshund. I do have a small problem today on January 11th. It's a Thursday, and it is windy as heck outside. I can just hear it, and it's going nuts, which might be the reason I can't get Diva Daisy here to sit in her chair that I have fixed up for her. She's got her chair, a cushion, and a blanket, but she insists on crawling into my lap. So you'll see this whole video of me putting her on the blanket and her getting back on the lap until I get really frustrated and hold her for a little bit. So anyway, Daisy, say hi to the camera. Wah, there she is. She's my diva. I don't know. It must be the wind, but she's deaf, so I don't know. So there's something that she's feeling that she just needs comfort, and she needs me. So the video today will have a lot of Diva Daisy in it. And I'm calling her Diva because she's making her show premiere here. And my American Bulldog is sitting on the floor right beside me. So, I don't know. They need to be close. Now, she's not deaf. She can hear what's blowing around outside. So, that could be affecting her. This one must just feel the pressure or something. I don't know. So, let's get started. As you can tell, I am filming in a different place. And there's a story behind it, and I really love the story. As you know, if you watched my other video, I feel like a hippie in this shirt, by the way. Right before filming, I dropped my drink. I was making me a mocha, and I was stirring it up. Somehow I got it on my shirt. So I was like, oh, I'm ready to film. I'm ready to go, people. Ready to go right now. So I ran in, and my daughter had thrown this shirt when she moved out, and I'll get to that in a minute. And she said, hey, Mama, try this shirt, see if you like it. So it's just been sitting there in my bedroom. So I took the dirty one off and put this one on. I'm filming in it, but I feel like a hippie. Anyway, so what I spilled was my mocha. And I am drinking out of my fancy cup. And I'll get to all that in a minute. So new place, new filming. I'm in my old office and / craft room. If you watch my previous videos, you know that for the first time in quite a few years, I had all 3 kids home. They were here for Christmas. They were here for New Year's. So I got to spend a lot of time. Not only of that, Michael was home for his birthday, December 21st, Christmas, December 25th, his sister's birthday, December 30th, and then New Year's Eve and New Year's. So, New Year's Day. I was really glad. He was home for quite a while. So he's gone now. He went back to Yuma. I miss my boy. But he's all good. He's only got like a year and a half, somewhere in there, left in the Marines. He will go on deployment this year at some point. Of course, we don't know when, where, how, or what. We don't know any details. He'll just call and say, hey, I'm out of here, kind of thing. But so he'll be on deployment. And when he gets back from deployment, he'll only have a couple months left in the Marines. And that just blows my mind that you know, he's almost finished. Sarah, my daughter, has moved out. We live in Killeen. She works in Belton. It's 20 minutes maybe drive. But she, in the last year, has lost 100 pounds. She's doing really good. But in Belton, she's close to her work and her job. Her job and her gym. When you live 20 minutes away from your gym, it's easy on your day off to go, yeah, I'm going to do something else today. So she moved. She got a really good deal on a room in a house, and she's doing well. She's loving it. She's texting me more than she texted before, so I guess that's a good thing. So it is quiet without her. We all miss her, but you know, 21. She turned 21 on the 30th, and you know, she's got to experience all this. The boys, of course, went for the Marines, so they were out of the house and on their own, you know, very early, way before her even. They were at 18. They were in the Marines. So it's very quiet. So when Sarah moved out, we moved James, who was staying in my office, into Sarah's old room. And we're all happy. He's got it clean. It's nice. It's looking good. I got my glorious office / craft room back. I'm happy. You can see pictures of my babies back there. James is a little higher up, but that's Sarah and Michael when they were in kindergarten. So I got to hang that. You see some of my projects behind me. I'm just thrilled about it. You just don't know how thrilled I am to be in here. Why am I drinking out of my fancy little cup here today? It is actually a sad tale. First off, I'll tell you that I love teacups. I collect them from thrift stores. I mean, they have to be like neat, cute. Like this is a lot of gold and it matched the saucer. Oh, that's the other thing. I like them with the saucer in the cup. And so I have quite a few. And I drink my mochas out of them every once in a while when I feel fancy. But no, but I love them. So why I'm drinking out of them? Well, I don't have a lot of mugs, and that's okay. I don't want a lot of mugs. I don't have a lot of space to keep them. So I have a few favorites that I keep and I drink out of because I've got all my tea things, all my tea mugs. One of my favorites was my bee mug. And I was so excited because a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of videos ago, I saw Michelle Bendy drinking out of her bee mug because she's a bee lover, like I'm a bee lover. And I was so thrilled. So the next video I had, I was like, look, my bee mug. I've got one too, Michelle Bendy. I'm so excited. And so 2 days ago, I was drinking out of my bee mug and set it by the sink and started washing dishes and everything. And I put it in the sink and I don't even know how it broke, but it broke. I wasn't rough with it. It didn't hit anything. I don't know. It was just time for it to go. So rest in peace, my bee mug. I'm a thrift shopper, so I will be finding another bee mug soon. I can almost guarantee. But until then, you will be seeing me with fancy mugs. And I make a dang good mocha, by the way. So I'm going to put this to the side. Show you one more shot of that. How beautiful that is. Look at the details in that. It's beautiful. Oh, let me turn it around. Because this side actually has some gold work. Isn't that gorgeous? And the saucer matches it. So, here's the funny thing is I love tea. I love teacups and all of that goes with it. But I don't drink tea at all. I haven't found it. I just can't get my love for it. However, the Stitch and Misfits drink tea on a regular basis. So I'm thinking, girls, we need to hook up and y'all need to teach this old soda drinking, coffee, no, not even coffee, mocha drinking sister how to drink some really good tea and find some that I really like. Just haven't found anything yet that I like. Of course, I haven't went to expensive tea shops yet and bought tea like that. I've just bought, hey, Walmart, H-E-B. It's convenient. So anyway, I would like to try some teas. I really like citrus. Leslie on Fat Cat Flossing, she had a couple of teas that she bought. One was tangerine, and that kind of spiked my interest. I was like, well, maybe I'll try that. Boy, did I get way off on all these subjects. Anyway, so rip to the bee mug. Glory to my teacups that I will be drinking out of for the next couple of weeks. Oh, but don't think I haven't got my Dr. Pepper real close. Dr. Pepper's really close. Oh my gosh, but here is what's going to happen. I'm gearing up to give up sodas again. I do it every couple of years, and then I go back to them because, well, just because. But I'm drinking way too many. I don't need that much sugar, blah, blah, blah. Healthy, 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 healthy. So I'm gearing up to get rid of, stop drinking them. I don't know when that'll happen, but it's coming. So if I cuddle my Dr. Pepper at any point during this film, you know why. You know that there's separation anxiety right there, and it is going to hurt when it goes. So anyway, let's get back to what we can. First thing I'm going to talk about today is 2018 plan changes. Now, if you listened to my last video, I put my plans for 2018 out there. And the big plan that I had was to put a few stitches every day into my two big projects. I really wanted to do that. I really want to see the cowboy boots come along, and I really want to see the Illuminated manuscript come along further. And I was gung-ho for that. I was ready for that. But on January 1st, I got out because they were both resting through December. Through December, I didn't worry about them at all. I put them to sleep, let them rest, and I worked on small things and just had a really good time doing it. But come January 1st, I was ready to go back to them. So anyway, let me see, where was I got? I got a text thing on, it popped up, and so it kind of distracted me. I'm sorry. So anyway, I got out my Illuminated manuscript on January 1st. And it took me, I swear, at least an hour to get everything straightened back out, figure out where I was. There's a lot of color changes in that one, and there's one in the cowboy boots too. And I'm off in that one. I probably shouldn't have took that one out, or the cowboy boots, as new as I was to cross stitch. But I liked it. I fell in love with it. I wanted it. But anyway, So it took me a good hour to get refocused on it and figure it all out. But then when I got going on it, I really got going on it. And I have actually stitched every day on it since the 1st, except for the 3rd. And I really don't know what happened on the 3rd. I just know that I didn't stitch on it, or I didn't record it. But I don't think I stitched on it because I've been really good about recording it. So my plans have changed where I'm going to put a stitch, more than one, but a stitch every day in the Illuminated manuscript until the passion to work on it subsides and I get a passion to work on the cowboy boots, because I feel it. I want to work on the cowboy boots, but I know that it's going to be at least an hour to get that straightened back out in my head and get the floss and everything, you know. And I didn't want to do that on January 1st. I didn't want to spend a whole hour after I did it on the Illuminated manuscript. I didn't want to give another hour to that. I wanted to get stitching on them. So anyway, that's the change. I will still be doing the 12 days of Christmas. I'm hoping to get a day done per month because I want the whole set by Christmas. And I want to do the monthly one like January, February, March. I still want to work on those. And then odds and ends throughout wherever I want them. So my plans have pretty much stayed the same. I've just adjusted them. I've tweaked them. We'll just say I tweaked them. And that makes me happy. My project tracker that I told y'all about in one of the videos is working very well for me. Writing down a little bit more ideas about how I'd like to improve it. And remember, it's my improvement. It's for me. So I don't know what I'll do there, but I will probably print out some more sheets. I've got my 2017 finishes put under there. I got my 2018 started. So when I get ready to print more, I'll probably add my adjustments to that. Now, if you watched my last video, you know that my Christmas presents did not come in for Christmas. They were late. I told everybody, order me something off 123 Stitch. My wish list is there. And I went and cleaned up my wish list, by the way. Because I put stuff on there that I was like, you know, I wouldn't mind having that one day, you know. I'm gonna put it on here, keep an eye on it. If it maybe goes on sale or something like that, maybe then I'll buy it. So I went in and took all those off. I see you. All of those off and put only the things that I really, 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 really wanted to stitch, so that they would pick things that I really wanted. They did a wonderful job. So if I can do this with Daisy in my lap, the first one, my kids got me 3. So that is, this is the first one. It's called Twice Blessed. I don't know what it is about this one. I don't know if that helps or not. I don't know what it is about this one, but I love it. I think it's the swirlies in it. I really do. But I really was looking forward to stitching this, so I'm glad they got it for me. It was a good choice on their part. The other thing they got was a little bee. Get that close for you. Yeah, it's right. Isn't that sweet? I just thought it was sweet. I thought it was the best thing. And it's from Lizzie Kate, and it came with the material in it, which I've already did this one. I'll show you that in a little bit. But that didn't mess up my plans, because in my 2018 plans, I said, I said that if I got anything that just had to be stitched right, this is going to be annoying. Lord dog. That I would throw that into my plans and stitch it. So that came, it had everything I needed. I had the floss already, so I got ready. Third thing was Oh Glory. There we go. Oh Glory. I wanted a patriotic one because a while back I went to the thrift store and I found this thing. It's wood. It's painted on metal. It was $1.49. So I saw it and I was like, what can I do with that? And I've always did that in thrift shops. So it's like, what can I do with that? That was before CrossStitch. So now CrossStitch, I'm like, what can I do with that? So my thought is, I'm going to clean it up, put a fresh bow on it, and then I think I'm going to add hooks down here and be able to hang things on them. And change them out as I go. I just think that would be really, really sharp hanging up where I could change it out. maybe a Betsy Ross, maybe a 4th of July, things like that. I don't know yet. So, and that is one of the reasons that I wanted a patriotic one. But that particular patriot, this one is not going to fit the purpose that I need. It's not long enough to do it. But that's okay. I'm still going to stitch that. As a matter of fact, Nana's Needles has completed that. And Fat Cat Flossing is working on it right now. So I'm in good company. I can't wait to see how Nana's Needles finishes hers. The stitching's done. She just needs to finish it. And then I can't wait for Fat Cat Flossing to get her stitched so I can see it. Nana's Needles did something really cute. Where the flowers are here, she put buttons. And I really like that idea. It makes it a little bit more dimensional, brings it out a little bit more. So I'm probably going to copy the button thing and maybe put beads up in the red bushes for the red right there. I don't know. Doctor it up a little bit, change it up a little bit. I like it. So, what happened with my husband? He ordered me 4. So, the first one he ordered me, and I'm really excited about, is Elizabeth Designs. What's this one called? Haunted Hollow. I love it. Let me get a close shot of it for you. There you go. Can't wait to work on that. It's going to be great. So he did well when he ordered that one. I was excited. I was kind of hoping one of them would order me Hawk Run Hollow something, because they're all on my wish list. But nope. I think they were just a little too cheap for that. No, I don't know. I think they just wanted to get more than, you know, than just a couple big ones. So anyway, I'm happy with that. The other thing that I'm really happy about, there's the next 2 I am just thrilled about. So this one, Halloween Delivery. I've wanted this one since I first started cross-stitching, and I saw a few people doing it. And I thought, I've got to have that one. I really, truly want that one. But I didn't want to, I had other things that I was willing to stitch beforehand. So, I just put it on my wish list and thought it'll happen when it happens. So, I'm really excited about it. I did the count, because it's on 35 count, and I wanted to keep to 28 count, just it's easier on my eyes to do 28 count. So I did the conversion, and I think I got the numbers right, but when I get ready to stitch it, I'm going to take it to the needle workshop. And also, something just crazy happened on my phone. I'm sorry. I don't know. Anyway, take it to the needle workshop and get the material, and maybe stitch on some different fabric, because, you know me, I'm scared of fabric. I don't know what it is, but I love this. Alrighty. Hi, and welcome back. I hope I have my issues fixed. I had run out of room. It was only going to let me record for 3 minutes, and I was like, I've got to figure something out. And I had just forgot to erase my videos from my previous Floss 2 videos that I filmed on my phone. If you notice, somebody finally decided to go to the chair. So she's down here sleeping. But she's making funny noises. So she either doesn't feel good or she's upset about something. I don't know. So every once in a while, I will just reach over and give her a little love. And hopefully, though, she'll stay over there and not in my lap until I'm done. Okay. So we ended that one with, I was showing you one of the gifts my husband got me. And I was really happy and thrilled about that. Now, the next one was Bee Cottage Queen Bee. Alright, this is killing me. I want to do this so bad. And I think I said earlier that I had ordered material. And this is actually, I want to say that this one might be the one stitched on 28 count. I'm not 100% sure. But I did order material, and hopefully I'll get able to start working on this one. But look at this. The Beekeeper. And it is available on 1-2-3 Stitch as a kit. But I think the material in the kit is higher count than what I want to do. But so I'm debating. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm 100% getting this because I adore it. It's going to be mine. Then I got onto Bee Cottage and looked at some of the other stuff. We just ain't going to talk about it because I want it. And I want every damn piece of it. Anyway. So, the last piece that my husband got me. Ready for this? Yep. Oh, glory. So, what had happened is I had told them to get off 1, 2, 3 Stitch, get my wish list, and get me something off of it. Well, those dodo heads, they didn't talk with each other. So, Christmas Day, I think we were all sitting around talking about Robert's gift from the kids didn't arrive before Christmas either, so he got it after Christmas. So they were just telling us kind of what we were getting. And Sarah said, I ordered 3 pieces for you. And because James was like, just order what you think she likes, you know. And so she said, I ordered 3 pieces for you, Mama. I hope you like them. And Robert was like, yeah, I ordered you 4. And I was like, oh, wow, thanks. What'd y'all order me? And Sarah goes, oh, I ordered you a bee one, a patriotic one, and a Halloween one. And Robert goes, I ordered you a bee one, a patriotic one, and a couple of Halloween ones. And I was like, did y'all talk? Did y'all talk at all? And they were like, nope. They didn't talk. So I really thought that I was going to get more duplicate than just one. So I'm really happy. They did really good. But now I have 2 patterns of this. So this is my idea. I am trying to get more patterns for more cross stitch because, you know, I'm kind of new. I know I've got more than what I could ever stitch. However, I was wondering if anybody would want to trade. This is not an expensive little pattern, so, you know, keep that in mind. But I would love to get another patriotic piece or a house piece, a small one, like ornament size that has a house. Because for Christmas, I want to give all my family a ornament with a house on it, but have their name above it, like Pitts, Ruiz, whatever their last name is, and have it on there with the year 2018 on it. So I would like to do that. So if anybody's interested in trading with this, comment below. Let's open up a dialogue. Let's see. See what we can do. If you're really itching to try this. Now, if you're really itching to go to Nana's Needles, look at hers, and then go to Fat Cat Flossing and look what she's doing. Watch their videos, and you'll be like, I think I need that in my life. So anyway, so I think that is all that I got for my Christmas presents. So we're, I'm just going to tell you that I'm still waiting on Here There Be Monsters from the Needle Workshop out of town. I guess I need to go check on it again, but I've got enough things I'm stitching on and want to stitch on that it's not like I'm like, I gotta have it, but I did place an order for it quite a while ago. But she did say she has trouble, so I'm not in any rush. She's so helpful on all other aspects. I love that shop. I love both the workers in there. So I will wait a little bit longer. So what do I have? Whoops. Works in progress. That's what we're going to go next. Now the first one I'm going to show you is one that's been taking up most of my time, and that's the Illuminated manuscript. And I thought about it the other day. It's like, I don't know if I did or when I did show a picture of what this thing is supposed to look like. So let me show you first what I've gotten done on here. This is her. I am actually very proud. I'm going to try to get a close-up of some of the shots so you can see like the letter. I'm very proud of this. There's quite a few mistakes in it, and I'm working around the mistakes. It's a learning curve on this one, but there is a part 2. There's another Illuminated manuscript in the old magazine. What magazine is it? Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. So this was in 1 month, and then there's another in another month. That's 2. So I'm hoping that I'll learn everything I need to learn about this, and learn more about cross stitch. I'm learning a lot in the few months that I've been doing this. So maybe when the second one will be even better than this one. You know what? I don't think people will be able to see the mistakes unless they get really close and they look, because there are obvious, like the sides are not going to look identical. But my opinion is that that's okay, because in studying medieval manuscripts and everything, not all of them are perfect. There are mistakes like crazy in those. So, you know, I'm kind of not stressing about it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish it. I think it's going to look lovely. I'm going to actually frame these because I love them. They fit into my hobby so well that I love them. So this is her. I just illuminated letter right there. And that bird. Awesome. Awesome. Love it. I'll put you up there, keep you safe. So this is what she's supposed to look like when she's finished. So, right there. Really excited about that. And I can do it. I was a little doubtful when I first started, but I know that I can do it now. So I'm happy about it. Oh, my second whip is my 4th day of Christmas. I got one little calling bird on there. He's a cutie. I really like these. I'm really enjoying doing these because this is 1/1 and it's different than what I've tried before, and I just fell in love with it. So I'll be working on that. And of course, oh, I have him in my Q-stitch box. I was just going to leave him there, but I didn't realize I covered up half of him. So there is January, my little foxy. He's cute, and I kind of like working on him, but he's not like, oh, I can't wait to work on him. So I'm hoping that February, I feel better about February. Oh, the fox and the bird were great. I love them, but it's these little vines and the border, not feeling the groove on them, not loving them so much. So, so I'm hoping that February will be better. Now, and this is a series, and so I can get the same series throughout the month, and it's a freebie. But if I get February and maybe it's the series that I'm not digging on, I don't have to have the year of the same series. And this, for me, I just want something and something to put out for every month. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a text from my husband. He's telling me to turn the heaters on for the outside dogs. They stay in our sunroom when it gets really cold. So turn the heaters on because it looks like it's going to be like 28 degrees tonight. And I believe that wind is just whipping and roaring. And that might be what was upsetting Daisy, was the pressure and stuff, because she settled down and she's over here. And Victoria has moved from beside me to over in her normal little spot that she likes to set. So I will do that, and I'll text him back in just a minute. This is a video for interruptions today, huh? So anyway, January, I do like him. I think I'll love him when I get that border done, because I'm really close to finishing it. It'll be finished by the next time you see me. So, there. All right. I'm fixing to tell you a sad story. A very sad story. And it's a story that I'm going to assume a lot of people have done, because I don't want to look like an idiot. It involves my winter Wienerlands. I was moving and grooving on it. As a matter of fact, I was moving and grooving so much I went to move my Q-snaps. When I realized that the length of the material is this way, and it's going to go out this way, but I started stitching it this way. There's no way it's all going to fit on that. Right there. All that I need. So I have to redo Winter Wienerland. It's okay. I'm not stressing about it, because I don't stress about it a lot. I try not to. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this dog, because there's enough to get the doggy in. You can get the doggy in there, and I can get a doggy on this side. And then I'm going to make an ornament out of this thing, and I'm going to give it to my sister, because she was actually breeding the dachshunds when I got both my dachshunds. So I got Teddy and Daisy. And so she had two. She had Doodlebug and Chief. And so they just recently, Doodlebug just recently passed. But, so she's a dachshund lover. Now she's a Australian Shepherd lover or something like that. She's got 3 of them, something like that. So anyway, I'm going to fix that up and turn it into something and give it to her. It makes me sad that I did it. I got a lot of work on it, but you know what? It's still beautiful, and it's still going to be a great piece. And I've got the pattern, and I could do it all over again. I'm okay with that. Are those all my whips? Those are my whips, people. I'm keeping it down with the whips, because I got lots of patterns. I got lots of things. I got lots of ideas, but until I finish some of, at least one of the big ones, I'm going to try to keep these little ones down. Now, so you know, in December, I was going to, I put my big projects away, worked on little ones. And my last ornament that I was working on, I finished up this last time, and it's called Ornaments. And there she is. She's all finished. I really like her. And in my previous videos, I was telling you that I didn't like the lining. Okay, on the pink one, it's black, And to me, it just looked real stark. Like, right there. Hello, black line. But the green, it's not so bad. So I liked it. So when I do it again, and I'm going to do some of my ornaments again because I want to give, that's what I want to give to some of my friends. And maybe exchange some. I don't know. But I do want to give them. So if I do that ornament again, I will probably take it down a notch from the black. Maybe that was at 3371. Maybe it's had, or I don't know. But I'm going to try something different because it's still, it's beautiful and I love it. But I think I'd love it even more if it was just not so dark. So anyway, that is Ornaments. And it's a finish. Yay! Finish. I love finishes. I'm working on the 4th day of Christmas. You've seen 1 and 2 days of Christmas. This is the 3rd day of Christmas. I really love these. I said it about the 4th, and I've said it about the 2nd, and I've said it about the 1st. I love these. And as a matter of fact, when I get through with this video, that's probably what I'll work on, is a little bit of the 4th. I think I'm going to need, I have to put her in my lap and cuddle on her and get some stitching done is probably what I would do. But anyway, because yesterday was Cook Skill, and I'll talk a little bit about that. So yesterday I cleaned my whole house, so I don't have to clean house tonight. So anyway, that's the 3rd day. Now, you saw that my pattern that I got for Christmas, the little bee one. Where you at, little bee one? This one that had the material in it, the fabric in it already, and I got it, and I just couldn't wait. So I got it after Christmas and started working on it and finished it. So I'm really happy about that. I even ironed this one. Imagine that. So there you go. She's got a charm. Right there. That's the charm. Isn't she glorious? Gosh almighty. I love it. So I've finished stitching it. I really have no plans on what I'm going to do with it. So anyway, if you have an idea, give me a holler. Let me know if your idea for it. I always like comments and I like ideas, so pass them on to me. So that was my bee. Now, I do have a fully finished object. You've seen the piece before, and it is, I don't know if I'll be able to get it in the video. It is You Are My Sunshine. I did this for my daughter. It's got some wrinkles on it. I tried to do better. Anyway, I got it on strings and I pulled it real tight and I tried to iron it, but none of my ironings would come out. But I know that I heard a product that people were using, so I'll probably look into that. But I went on and framed it up. I won't show you the back, but it's just, I've sewn it and got it real tight. I've got a little padding underneath it, and I left it without the glass because there's charms on it. Oh, I love the charms. I just love it. There's one up here. I love it. And you can't see the heart one, but where's the heart one? Right there. So anyway, it's done, and my daughter's moved out, and she came over yesterday or the day before. One day she came over. She's come over twice since it's been framed. And both times she's like, can I take it yet? Can I take it yet? And I'm like, no, you can't take it until after I film my video. Then you can take it. So Sarah, if you're watching my video, you can come take it. It's ready. So I love it. And she even said, Mom, I got a spot just for it. So that makes me feel good. I'm really glad to see that, that she wants it. Oh, and you know what? I was watching Crafting Mama. And she's doing it for her daughter. Her daughter's a lot younger than mine, but hers is looking really good. So keep going, Crafty Mama. It's looking great. My medieval side. Let's move right into the next segment, my medieval side. I don't have anything that I've actually produced for my medieval side for this month. Lots of plans, because if you watch my videos, you know I've got a big thing coming up March 30th. An elevation to an order. And it's for the SCA, it's a pretty big thing. You know, if you're not in the SCA, then you're like, whatever. But this Saturday, I'm going down to Fort Worth. It's going to be cold. I've got a friend down there who does costuming and garb making, and she does beautiful work, and she's going to help me make a houppelande. So I've talked about that in previous and gave a link to what it's going to look like. So if you're interested in the dress that's going to be made, you can go there and look. Anyway, so my medieval side, Cook's Guild was last night, and I'm talking about Cook's Guild on all CrossStitch, but that's all right. It's fun. And so what we did last night is we had our Cook's Guild of course, learns about medieval food, Renaissance food, about the cooks, about the kitchens, anything like that. And occasionally we cook, but for the most part we do research and we do a lot of service. It's not just a cooking guild. That's why it's called Cooks Guild, because there's people in our guild that don't cook and won't cook. Have no desire to do it, but they love the Cooks Guild and they love hanging around, and we're becoming pretty good, close-knit little group of friends right there, and it's all good. So last night we had a quiz on medieval food, and it was fun. Luckily, the lady leading the quiz gave us options to choose from, and I'm glad to say I got 100% on the quiz, and she gave some bonus ones, and I almost got 100% on the bonus ones, but I said a pudding instead of a mince pie. So the pudding had the same, she gave a list of ingredients and said, you know, what would you do with this? And the answer was mince pie, but I came up with pudding. And the bonus ones, you didn't have a multiple choice. You had to come up with it on your own. So I was thinking, an English pudding probably. I would think that those ingredients would be in that. So I wasn't necessarily wrong, but I didn't have the right answer that she had come up with. So anyway, I'm okay with that. I'm not like, I should have won. But it was all good. It was fun. The quiz was great. And then I shared with everybody my fruitcake. And it's not like a fruitcake like you eat normally. It's a real fruitcake. I mean, I've got the real fruit in there. I got real nuts. I got nuts in there. And I made it in, this one was made late October, early November. I can't remember where in there because I was so busy during those months that I made them. Because me and my sister do a cake shop online. It's called the Twisted Sisters. And she is the decorator and she cooks. But she cooks them out of the box and she decorates. And my God, can that woman decorate. She's great at it. I'm the one who likes to do the from scratch specialty cakes, like a no egg cake or something like that. I'm not going to quit hitting my hands because I know y'all hear that. So I'm the one that does that. And so back in July, we had an order for fruitcake for someone's birthday. And here comes Victoria. And and she told me, she said, I'm going to, what's wrong? Her tail's between her legs. She's not liking this wind, I think. Anyway. So I told my sister, I said, I don't know if she would order it or not, but fruitcake is one of those things that it needs ripening, it needs aging to be a really good fruitcake. So I'm going to go on and make it. And if she orders it, we have it. If not, I have friends who love my fruitcake, and I can easily get rid of it. So she did not order them. So instead of making the big one like she ordered in July, I made 6 littler ones so I could pass them out to people. So last night I let people taste it, and they were like, oh my God, this does not taste like any fruitcake I've ever ate. Like, when you eat a real fruitcake, it's actually very good. They got the spices, they got the fruits, they got all the nuts in there. They're really good. They're an expensive bake, though. I usually give them for Christmas presents for people that I know like them because they're nice gifts. So anyway, even one of my friends, she can't drive at night, so her husband dropped her off, then goes does something else, then comes back and picks her up. But I love him. Mike's great. Renee, Mike's wonderful. And so he ate some. He said, that's good. That's really good. And I said, would you eat the crumbs from this right here? Because there was crumbs from the one I cut. And he was like, yep. And he's eating. And I was like, do you want to take one home? He was like, yeah. So he took one home. So my medieval side, I just wanted to share the cooking guild, the Cooks Guild. You know, a little bit about what we did. So with that being said, we're going to move into the man cave segment. And of course, that's my honey bunny. And he does all the leather work, and all the cowboy boot making and all that. But he is making my shoes for my elevation to the Order of the Pelican in the SCA. And he's making him a pair too, in between making cowboy boots for an actual customer. But, so he finished mine. And so I did want to show them. I hope you can just see how gorgeous they are. They are cut work. I should have left the socks in there. But there you can actually, I have a bright pair of socks that I'm going to wear with them. So you can actually see. I don't have anything I can put in there. I'm sorry. I apologize for not being prepared on that part. Oh, wait. Maybe I will be prepared. Let's just take this red here and stick it in there and see if we can pop the color. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So I'll be wearing a bright colored hose or stockings or something like that, and they'll show through. But my dress is really long, so you probably won't really see them. He ordered the buckles special so that they could actually be like a period pair. Yeah. So, I mean, they're absolutely amazing. And they feel great because, you know, having a pair of shoes made for you where they take the measurements and they build the last is the form that they make the shoes on. And this isn't cowboy boots or anything like that. But what they do is they take the measurements and then they build up where they need or trim down where they need on that last. And then they start building the shoe. And within that measuring, like I say, I have knobby toes. So my toes usually do this thing. So in quite a bit of my mundane shoes, regular shoes, my toes rub a little up there. Tennis shoes, not so much, but dress shoes, always, and I don't like wearing them because they rub and they get really irritated. But when they measure your feet, all those weird things that are in your feet that's specific to you is measured in and taken care of. And so when they make those shoes, they fit perfectly to your feet, and they are to die for. I love these. I love them. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, honey, for making these for me. You're the best. And I just might sleep with these tonight because they smell like leather, and I like leather. So that is my man cave segment. I'm going to move right into shout-outs. I'm going to start shouting out more new people, and not necessarily Floss Tube number 1, because what I've seen and what I've watched happen is you do Floss Tube number 1, and people search for that, and they watch that, and that's wonderful. You get like a zillion views on your first one, but then a lot of times, some of the ones that I watch, I see that they had a lot of views for the first one, and then their views went down a little bit. So I know a lot of people search. I do too. I search for it and I watch it. And then I started noticing that, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to make it a point. I subscribe to them, and I go in and look at my subscription list, and I see who has posted, and I try to go in and hit those before I hit my regulars, the ones that I really adore and love so much, because I really want to support these people that are coming up. And shout outs are very important. One thing that I notice is, and I go back and I check on this stuff because it's just what I do. If one of the floss tubers that have quite a few subscribers, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, shout you out, your subscribers go up. The ones who don't get shouted out by the big named high subscribed ones, they take longer to build up their subscribers. It's not bad. It's just what happens. So I thought, you know what? I don't have very many subscribers, so it's not like I'm going to make a big dent in this. But I'm going to focus on people who have less than 500 subscribers and try to call them out. Now, I don't know what subscribers these people have. That was something that I came up with shortly, just recently, that I thought, you know, I'm going to try to catch the ones with 500 subscribers. Like Fat Cat Flossing, I think she doesn't have 500 yet. And, you know, I just support. I feel like I'm supporting them if I do that. And so I will call out one, what I call Oldies But Goodies, every video. And then my other, I'm going to try to do 3 that are not there. Just to see if I can help. I don't know. And plus it's fun to see when you get shouted out. I only know that I've been shouted out once, and that's by the Stitch and Misfits, which I adore you girls, and I cannot wait to hook up with y'all, and y'all come down to clean, or I head up there and we do some fun together, because I got a feeling that we could get into some mischief, and it'll be fun mischief. So anyway, so my shout outs. So Ladybug Stamper. She does have a lot of videos, but she has a few, and she just posted one, and it's like 5 minutes long. It's not very long at all, because all she's doing is showing this finish that she finished, and it's a gorgeous finish. Ladybug Stamper, that is a gorgeous finish, and I believe I commented on your video. It's a DMC freebie, but it is of different countries, And the special thing about it is that either her or her husband has visited all the countries that are on this sampler. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So y'all go over and look at that sampler, really, please. Just go look at it. It's gorgeous. You will love it. You will love it and appreciate it so much. Tash, the Star Cross Stitcher. Ooh, Lordy. This girl has 24 whips and plans for 2018. And they're all really nice, and I wish her the best with all of them. She's got a lot of passion for some of them, and she needs to get some passion for another one back. But she's definitely worth watching, especially that preview. It was really nice, and you get to see some really cool patterns that I haven't seen elsewhere. I mean, because you know, in FlossTube, a lot of times you see the same thing over and over because somebody stitch it, and then someone says, I want to stitch it, and before long, everybody's stitching it. So, but she's got some unique and different ones, so check her out. Go look at her. KimLuvs2 Stitch. She's, I think this one I watched was FlossTube #1, but I loved her souvenir sampler that she's working on. She showed a picture of what it should look like, and then she showed a picture of what she's done, and it's gorgeous. I'll take a minute to go over and look at her. So that's Ladybug Stamper, Tash, the Star Cross Stitcher, and KimLuvs2 CrossStitch. And of course, I will link them below. So my Oldies But Goodies, and I know you all love her, is Yvonne, the Night Owl Stitcher. Who doesn't love her? She is so sweet. Very gentle, Georgia girl, country girl, does not like the cold. If you watched her video, her recent video where she talks about her stats for 2017, she does discuss the code and the cold weather. And Yvonne, I'm there with you. I am like, one of the texts I just got here, 28 degrees tonight. I'm not looking forward to that. So anyway, she had great stats for 2017. She is really an inspiration. And she said something, and I commented on her video this time. She said that that FlossTube kind of holds us accountable, keeps us going. She doesn't think that she would have got as many things done had she not been doing FlossTube videos. And I get that, and I understand that, because like, I just love to show my finishes to you. And if I've got just a little piece to go to finish something, I'll finish it just so I can have a finish to show you. And that's not about finishing and getting a number or finishing, but it's about showing you and sharing it with you. And it's really weird because although you're not sitting here with me, I still feel like I'm sharing it with you. And then I go watch your videos and you share with me. I love FlossTube. In saying that I love FlossTube, but so that's Yvonne, the Night Owl Stitcher. I will link her below. In saying that I love FlossTube, I also, right now, there's a lot of Stitch With Me videos, and I've watched a couple, and I love them. They're like, you just sit there and you stitch with the person, and it's really great. It's like being close to somebody. However, with that being said, there's so many FlossTubes that I've decided that I'm going to focus on more FlossTube videos and put the Stitch With Me aside for now. That might change. But right now I'm like, there's so many FlossTubers, there's so much to watch that you have to kind of make you either got to make a decision, you're going to watch so many people do everything they do, or you're going to try to, what works for you is what works for you. So right now I'm not going to be watching the Stitch With Me, although I love them. I love them a lot. I'm going to focus on some FlossTube videos from some newbies and for people who's not quite getting the subscribers like some of the other people. It helps when you have friends that are already doing FlossTube, because of course your friends are going to be like, hey, go check her out. I've been telling her to do FlossTube forever, and now she's doing it. And so that helps a lot. And if you don't have that connection or that friend, it takes a little bit longer to build up subscribers. And I know we're not all here to get how many subscribers we can get. I understand that. But it sure does make the newer people feel good when all of a sudden they go, I got 100 subscribers? Wow. I got 150 subscribers? Wow. So, and that's just my little maybe help them get that feel good feeling. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so that's my plan, FlossTube. You're going to start seeing some different videos on my my channel. I'm going to go back to the motivational things as soon as I can, now that I've got my office and things are running a little bit better, and holidays are over, kids are gone, things are back to normal. I'm going to try to go back to my motivational videos. But I'm also going to start including, and it won't be tagged FlossTube, don't worry, but it'll be on my channel. So you'll see, if you're subscribed to me, you'll see stuff. But I'm going to start adding some more of my medieval cooking, because I was asked few years back if I would start a YouTube for that. And I never did. I just would put it on my Facebook page, you know, and people were like, when they saw me, they would be like, when's your next video coming out? When's the next video? And then I got people telling me, you need to start a YouTube channel. Start a YouTube channel for your food. So I thought I could, and this was my thought back even when I started this one, that I would eventually start including them. Hopefully you'll start seeing some of those videos pop up on my channel. So don't think I've gone weird. It's just a goal that I've had for a very long time. So now I'm combining my stitching and my medieval side and my cooking and all that's going to be wrapped up in my channel called Stitching with a Dachshund. Maybe I'll subtitle it Cooking with a Dachshund, and all the other stuff I do. But anyway, and Daisy is still quite content and quiet over here, so I'm happy about that. I am really fighting the desire to film more. I'm really like, I want to film another floss tube. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks is too long, but I'm going to keep it at 2 weeks because I don't have a lot to show people. So it gives me a good time to get a few things done and run through it. The last thing that I want to talk about is for the last few years, I love to read, but for the last few years, quite a few years, my reading has consisted mainly of, but they're not like a book, like a story. It's about research. I read all the food historian stuff, and I love it. So my focus in reading has been that way, instead of stories and novels and things like that. But the other day when Sarah was moving out, she was packing up her bookshelf. And a while back, I had let her borrow my This Present Darkness and Piercing the Darkness books by Frank Peretti. I read these books the 90s, 80s? I know, a long time ago. And I loved them. There's a third one now that I will have to order because I don't own it. But these are so good. They are about spiritual warfare, pretty much. It's set in a town that is just a little quiet town, but some evil things are starting to happen. And it's a demons versus angels and all that. Of course, it has a religious tint to it, but you can read, even if you're not religious or you're just downheart, don't want to read anything about God or Jesus, you can still enjoy this book because it's primarily about the people and about the evil and the angels. And it's so good. And what has stuck in my mind for years and years and years about these books is there's one scene in there where they're at a post office. And years ago, a letter got lost and it stayed lost. And it's time for that letter now to be found. And so there is this big spiritual battle over that letter. One of the demons kicks it and hides it. The angels fight for it. It winds up being this big fight because this letter, it is the time for this letter to be delivered, and it needs to be delivered. And if you think about it, it's kind of cool to think about the spiritual warfare that's going on all around us, if you believe in that. If not, it's a good story. But I loved it. I love it. I can't tell you how much I like these books. So Sarah started reading them, but I was like, can I have them back? So I started reading this again. And so I'll stitch until I get tired, and then I'll go lay in bed with my reading lamp, and I'm reading these books, and I'm going to read this one, and I'm going to read Piercing the Darkness, and I don't know what the third one's called, but I'm going to read it. But these are really good. If you've got a minute, they're fast reads too. They're not that hard of a read. They're really not. So they're just something that I enjoy and I wanted to share with y'all. So with that said, I think I'm going to end this with put some thread and a needle and get to stitching. Y'all have a good day.